what's going on, guys? So I'm just hanging out down here in the horror cave. It's Saturday morning, and I'm not doing much but just cataloging and rearranging my collectibles. And that's a full-time chore, guys. You collectors, you know this. You get a new piece in and you want to display it, but you only have so much room. So you got to move something else out of the way, rearrange something else, and put that where that one was. And guys, it's mind-boggling. It's a never-ending process. So I'm doing that as well as cataloging. Guys, I have so much money and time and energy tied up in this collection that I had to even increase my homeowner's insurance policy because of it. So what they need on their end to show the worth of the collection is I need to show receipts, proof, photos of everything that I have. So for the past year or two, I've been constantly taking photos of different pieces, especially the higher end pieces, and cataloging them onto a external hard drive that I picked up. And my biggest problem is I forget to do it. I get a new piece in, I might pay a good amount of money for it, I'll hang it up, and then I'll move on to something else. The problem with that is I never take a picture of it or catalog it, and who's to say that I actually have it or not. So for insurance purposes, I started doing this cataloging process. And if you're a collector, I suggest you do the same thing. Protect your valuables. Against anything, theft, fire, water, anything. If I got years tied up into this shit, guys. So the last thing I want to do is have something happen, and I'd be beside myself, because it's actually got to a point where it's it's a part of me. It's a part of who I am at this point. With that being said, I'm hanging out down here, doing those things, and I'm thinking I want to do a video for YouTube today. What can I do? Well, guys, as I was cataloging on my laptop with my with my external hard drive, I saw a video that I did. It was an interview that I did with a television company a couple years ago. I've been waiting to do this to show you guys this interview, this Skype interview, but I wanted to make sure that that the TV show wasn't going to go through, so I had to be tight-lipped about it. Basically, guys, television show contacted me. They saw my YouTube channel and they contacted me via email. They said, "Hey, we're this television producer. We work closely with with the History Channel and other entities like that. Would you be interested in possibly being on a show that we're piloting called The Collector's Cafe?" So I thought about it. I thought, yeah, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. That's what makes all this collecting and everything worthwhile. I mean, yeah, it's personal to me, but being able to share it with the YouTube world and sharing it and getting on the channel like the History Channel would be, kind of a dream come true. I tried to get on Doomsday Preppers back when that was a hot, topic, because I got a whole nother, I'm a Doomsday Prepper, I guess you could call it also. But besides the horror collector. So I emailed them back, the representative, and her, and I actually told her, yes, I'm interested. So we set up a Skype interview. Before you know it, we had our interview, and it went well, guys. It went really good. I was very pleased with the interview. Basically what she was doing was coaching me through the process of what to say, because what she was going to do is take our whole interview and take clips and snippets out of the interview and basically put it to her bosses, and then they would put it together into this file, and then they eventually promote it to the History Channel and see if they would pick up the show. So basically this television company uh, was piloting this show. If any of that makes sense. Well, as far as I know, the show never got picked up, but I'm honored that this company actually did, took interest in me and wanted to do the interview. Just that alone was really cool to do. It was fun on my end. I got to talk about my collection, everything from the horror to true crime to how I started collecting in the first place. Um, so it was really cool to do that. And I decided to, after a couple years now, I've just been waiting for the right moment. Now's the time to show the interview, guys. I obviously I would love to be on the History Channel, but next best thing. This was a pretty cool interview, and it might bore some of you. I can see the comments already. This is boring. But at the same time, if you've been a follower of me of the channel, I do talk a lot about the collection, and it might be kind of cool to watch it. Either way, I did want to post it or upload it for the longest time. So let's do that. Let's take a look at it. I feel like it should be out there, and hey, maybe down the road I'll get an opportunity to actually take this to the next level. So without further ado, guys, here's the interview with T. She was from the company that was piloting the show Collector's Cafe. Enjoy. Hello.
I'm back.
All right.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so you are currently in your horror cave, right?
I am, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So let me just tell you this. When I pitched this to my boss, they were ecstatic. Like, next level, it's like, get them on Skype. I'm like, I got this, I got this. Like, I'm just as excited as you are. So we're gonna definitely get into, why you started, your most valuable collections, and then I'll actually have you show me some pieces on camera.
Sure.
Does that work as well? I know you. I didn't tell you this. I should have had you have them near you. So, if you have a time, do you want to grab some stuff for me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the room, so everything's kind of around me, and I can probably, walk around with the laptop here and kind of because some of the stuff isn't really that mobile where I could bring it to you, but I could bring
Okay,
the
right.
camera around, kind of something like
So
that.
what we will do is then, because I have to take this video right here and then edit it down to 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So what I will do is like if you mention anything specific, I'll just have you take a picture of that specific thing.
Sure.
When I edit it, I can just insert the picture.
That works. That's fine. Yep.
Okay, cool. Got it. Just trying to see here. So this is not where. Okay, because I had to do something called a fit sheet. So I'll just show you it really quick. Hold on really quick. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see my laptop? Can you see this picture?
Yes, I can.
Here, right?
Yep, that's me there. Yeah.
No, is that where you are right now?
No, that's my other room. I got another room of collectibles, and that's my action figure room.
Okay. So we'll probably either have you take the laptop in there too.
Sure.
Just send me a picture of that, when we're talking about it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so definitely, the thing is with television, they definitely want someone who's charismatic, who's not stiff, who wants to have a good time, who laughs, and you seem really cool. You and I were on the phone like we were friends. So that's exactly how I want this guy to be. If you say something funny or crazy, don't say, "Oh, I didn't mean to say it." Like I'm editing it. So if you mess up or you mess up a lot and you want to do something over again or you want to say something over, just pause and then just say it again. It's no big deal or anything like that. So just talk to me as if you're talking to an old friend. And initially, I'll just ask a question. I'll just throw a question out there, and then what I'm going to do is mute my microphone on my end.
Okay.
So that there isn't any interference during the recording.
Sure.
And, whenever you're finished, you'll probably just stop, or or when I ask a question, I'll mute my microphone and then you'll see me go like that. That means it's free game for you to just talk about, whatever you need to talk about at the time.
Okay, that works. Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, cool. And that's the hope behind you, right?
It is, yes. I try to get that in some of the frame, but
No,
yeah. Okay.
The setup is perfect. Do you mind just moving the water bottles for me?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Get
That's
that
fine.
out of the
And that's
way.
a light in front of you, right?
It's a microphone, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's a microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We can leave them there. Okay, so the first question, pretty much is just how you got started. What
Okay.
it is about horror that excites you. You can just go into that. Okay.
Okay.
And, you can loosen up. Make sure you smile. Yeah, exactly. Because they want to see. They want to see that. Hey, my name is Casey. Or you don't even have to introduce yourself so formal because they know
Right.
who you are. Just say, can't you tell I've been collecting memorabilia? Something like that. So
Okay.
that as soon as they press play, they're like, oh shit, he's no joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, I got you.
So pretty much just go into that, how you got started, and why you collect horror memorabilia, what it means to you, and things like that, okay? So I'm about to mute my microphone, and then whenever you're ready to start, you go right ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, hi, how you doing? My name's Casey Tillman, and this is kind of my horror collection down here. This is one of the rooms out of two other rooms that I have in the house here. The house that I live in here is over 100 years old, so the house alone has a creepy vibe to it, as is. But I've been collecting for probably about 15 years now. It's kind of branched out over the years from action figures to life-size statues to even collecting oddities and true crime memorabilia. So it's a wide variety of items that are in the collection. I got into horror collecting when, actually watching horror movies when I was a kid, growing up. I'm an 80s baby, so I've grown up watching all the horror classics, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, The Leprechaun, and so on and so on. I could go on for hours. But the thing is, it's something about the excitement and the fear factor behind it that really attracts me to the horror. Even with the movies, it's not real, but you kind of got this jump scare thing about it. So, being a kid, you kind of watch it, and I was gravitated towards it. And throughout the years, as I got a little bit older, I realized that there's people collect this type of stuff, and I started my little collection. I started off with a few pieces here and there, and like I said, over the past 15 years, my collection's grown to be, hundreds of pieces. I'm very well known in the horror industry, even now the true crime industry. I also have three children, and they are following in my footsteps. The apples don't fall far from the tree because we could sit there and we could all sit there and have family night watching horror movies. That's something that me and my family. I have friends come over. We'll sit here and watch horror movies, and it's just a really fun hobby for me, and I really enjoy doing it. And I'm glad that I'm here today to be able to share it with you and your team, and try and showcase some of these items for you so that other people can enjoy my fruits of my effort from collecting for all these years.
Perfect. That was perfect.
How'd that work? That was right off the cuff. I just kind of.
Yeah, that's what we need. We don't need nothing so cut.
Okay.
You're talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm your homegirl.
Thank you. Yeah, you're easy to talk to. I appreciate that.
Loosen up your hands too.
I'm a big guy, so I'm kind of like, I'm awkward.
Move around. That's it. They don't want nobody so tight. I know you've only known me for a day, but definitely you can loosen up, move your hands around, do all of that.
I'm just
Yeah, you good at
being
one
goofy.
in my collection. You did do that. So that was
I threw that in there. That was a nice tip from
yeah,
you. Thank you for that. I learned that from you. You told me.
right, exactly. I'm giving you props. So now we're gonna get into. So we spoke about when you started collecting, why you started collecting. Now we're going to get into. If you see me looking down, I'm actually writing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Why? Let's see when. Let's get into like your pieces. So the good thing about this is you specialize in horror and true crime.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually going to separate that. So now
Sure.
let's get into your most crazy, rare horror pieces that you have, and then we'll switch into true crime. Okay.
Sure. That works. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely you can kind of start this off, and you don't have to start it off this way, but I always just give my collectors just lines and ways to introduce things and things like that. So you can definitely say, something like, in my horror collection, let me see how I can say this. My horror collection.
Some of my bigger name pieces. Some of my. You want me to talk about some of that? Some of the more.
In my horror collection, some of my bigger pieces are, you can list them for me because what I'll do is I'll put the picture in the video as you're talking about them.
Okay. And I'll just send you some stills, still pictures. Yeah.
Like afterwards, yeah.
Okay.
What I'm doing is when you're mentioning whatever you're mentioning that I need pictures of, I'm writing it down.
Okay.
So afterwards, I'll send you like a text message. I'll say, hey, Casey, can you just send me a solo picture of it if I don't have it, like if you didn't send it to me already.
Sure.
Okay, so you can just go into that, and you can even make it. It doesn't have to be so. This is not a word, listy. Like I have a Hulk, I have a Harley Quinn. You can say I have a huge Hulk. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it. I have a Harley Quinn. She's behind me. I have talk about that. So definitely talk about the big names in your horror stash. Even things that we didn't talk about that just roll off your tongue. Go right ahead. Free for all for your thing, okay?
That sounds good. Okay.
Yep, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so what I want to do is just, kind of give you guys a little, some comments about some of the collection I have in the horror end of it. I have, geez, where to start? There's so much stuff here that I don't even know. Well, I do have a life-size Incredible Hulk back here. That you could probably see in the frame. I don't know. I think you can see it there. It's got a green LED light behind it. Not really horror related, but just still, one of my favorite pieces. It's I'm kind of a big Hulk fan too, along with the horror. But I got a Harley Quinn on the other side of that. That's a life-size piece. But I also have other life-size pieces that aren't in frame. I have a 6 foot tall Freddy Krueger over here on the side. I have a Jason Voorhees over here on the left. It's a half torso bust. And I mean, they're kind of rare, but I mean, I got some more rare items that I would like to talk about. One is there's a haunted doll in Key West, Florida. It's called Robert the Haunted Doll, and it's a vintage doll. Um, it's displayed in a museum in Key West, Florida, and I actually had a um, custom designer replicate this doll for me. It's exactly like the doll is in Key West, Florida. It's same made with vintage materials and everything. Well, it turns out I had this doll made. The person who made it for me lives in Key West, Florida, and she's the only one that ever made one of these. It's very rare. It's custom made, and she actually brought it to the museum where the actual Robert the doll is located. So I'm going to jump out of frame for 1 second here, and then I'm going to show you kind of the doll is actually behind you on the screen on the monitor here, but I don't know if I can show you this. Here is the custom frame that I had made. My doll is down here on the left, sitting next to the actual doll in the museum. Here is the museum and the actual doll on the right hand side. That's a pamphlet from the museum. And then up here on the top left hand corner, which is your right, is an actual the grave site where the actual owner of the original doll is buried today. So it's very creepy, very creepy piece. I'll like to show you, send you a still photo of that one. I actually have a couple autographed books by paranormal investigator David Sloan that actually wrote some books on the subject. He sent me a couple signed books on it, and that's one of my big pieces here, one of my custom made pieces that is very original, and you'll probably never see one. I also have over here on in the back behind me, I have a whole bunch of life-size busts. They're almost like statues. I got probably a dozen and a half of them, and they all range from $500 to $1,000 depending on the rarity. Some of them are resin, professionally painted. Some of them are a latex material with foam filled, professionally painted. And I've been collecting. Those are what I kind of started collecting first, opposed to the figures and other items like that. I also, believe it or not, I collect a lot of autographs. I have a lot of autographs here. Here's just one stack. Oh, sorry if I moved the camera there. This one's actually autographed to me by Brandy Roderick. But I got literally hundreds of 8x10 autographs from horror horror actors and actresses from big name horror movies.
Hey, Casey, really quick. When you do, can you grab the stack again?
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to say that, but while you're sitting down in front of the camera.
Gotcha.
While you're sitting down in front of the mic. You don't have to show it to the camera because you're going to just take a picture of the stack from you.
Okay.
So I'll just insert it.
You're losing my audio?
You can hear you, but it wasn't as clear.
Okay.
So definitely just the same thing you just did. Also in my collection, I also have a stack of, you don't have to pick up the whole stack, but I also have autographs. And when you send me a picture, you can probably send me like 4 or 5 pictures of autographs that you have.
Sure.
Okay, so just say that for me one more time.
Gotcha.
In my collection, I also have autographs from horror's greats or something like that, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so in my horror collection right here, I have a lot of horror icons from the movies. They're 8x10 signatures. I got hundreds of them. I've been collecting horror memorabilia and autographs for years. I probably started off with the autographs, and over the years, like I said, I got about probably 250 signed autographs. Some of them, like this one here, is personalized to me. Some of them are just bought from other collectors.
Let me ask you this really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Out of those autographs, are there top 3 or top 2 from I don't know, people who are famous in the horror world that a normal person like me, like I would know?
Yeah, I mean, I got Freddy Krueger right here. He's from Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's what they want to see. They want to see like the more notable ones. So
okay.
The more notable ones would definitely work. So can you pick up like the top 3 really quick?
Yeah, let me try and get some of them for you real quick.
That Freddy Krueger one.
Yeah.
Everybody knows him.
Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. That's a big one.
Perfect. You can just do like
3 or 4.
And you'll send me a solo picture of it.
Okay. I got 3 right here. 3 good ones.
All right, perfect. That's all I need. So whenever you're ready, you can start. And just start it off by saying, I even have autographs from horror's greats. Here is an autograph from such and such who played Freddy Krueger, and then here, you know what I'm saying, like that.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I even have a whole slew of
autographs from the horror greats. I mean, I got them all. I got about 300 8x10 autographs. Here's one I like to show you. Just for example, I have a Tim Curry from the movie It. I have a Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm sure you all know who he is. He attacks you in your dreams, in case you didn't know. And then we got a Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees here, signed by Kane Hodder. And that's just 3 examples of the hundreds that I have. I mean, there's just so many of them. I would love to show you guys each and every one of them if I could, but that's 3 of them for right now for you.
Perfect. Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
And remember, I'm going to be editing this video.
Okay.
So you don't even have to say things like, I wish I could show you all of them.
Oh, right.
Actually, no, because when you send me the pictures and stuff like that, they will be seeing, your collection. They won't
Gotcha.
be seeing anything. I'm going to fill this video with pictures over your voice.
Cool.
Okay?
All right. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
because I want them to see,
Yeah, I mean, I got so much, so much here that like, I haven't even scratched the surface, and so that's why I'm gonna make sure.
That's what I'm saying. When you're talking about the stuff that you have, you can definitely listen.
Okay.
Definitely just listen, because as soon as you listen to them, I'm putting the pictures up.
Gotcha.
So that they can see. So for you to say, you don't have to say, I wish you guys could see them, because they're gonna see them.
Right. Right.
I'm gonna make sure I get the picture from them.
I got you. Yep. Yep.
So just look at my notes here, okay? Can you say something like, this video is definitely gonna be all over the place, but I'm editing it, so it's fine. Say something along the lines of, in my horror collection, I have over 800 pieces. They range from autographs, posters, masks, costumes, artwork, anything you can think of, you name it. I'll give it to you again. Let me know when you're ready. So, autographs, posters, masks, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Costumes, and original artwork. Because we just touching the horror stash. We didn't even get into the true crime yet.
Right. Right.
Right. And anything else that you have.
So I'll leave the true crime oddity part out of it for right now, right?
No, your intro was fine when you first started off. That was fine. But this line right here that you're about to say is going to really dive us in right into the horror.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I wish you could see the video when I edit it, so you can see what I'm talking about. So we just need like key lines or key sentences, so it'll dive right into it and it'll transition.
Sure, you just quarterback it, and I'll throw it. Yeah, I'll catch it.
Yeah, we're working together.
Okay.
Nothing that you said so far was bad or horrible. I'm just thinking in an editing way how we can transition so it's not so choppy.
Sure. Anything that helps, just let me know, and
Yeah,
I'll definitely take the I'll take it.
Yeah. So right now, definitely, is it 800 pieces or more than that?
Around about, yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't yell the wrong number. So definitely say something along the lines of, and you can move your hands on this.
Okay.
I may use this as the intro. In my horror stash, in my horror
Collection.
Yeah, you can say stash.
Okay.
It's fine, because that's what you're known for.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they want somebody who's laid back, who's cool.
All right.
They don't want somebody so
stiff. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Be yourself. So definitely say, here in my horror stash, I have over 800 pieces. I have costumes. I have original artwork. I have autographs. Anything you think of that deals with horror, I got it.
Gotcha.
This video essentially is a way for you to brag.
Yeah. Okay.
And who doesn't love to brag about the things that they have? That's why, I say I ask you the question, I let you take the floor. Whenever you're done, you just stop, and then I'll go on to the next question, okay? I want you to brag. I want you to be like, I have this, and I have this, and I have this. Because these are rare pieces that you have.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of years of collecting, so absolutely.
Yeah, so, and you're on Skype with someone from a television show.
Yeah, I know. I'm so psyched about this, by the way, off the record. I mean, I thank you for the opportunity for
I came across your YouTube channel, and I was like, oh, I have to email him. It's crazy because we email so many people throughout the day, but when you responded back, I was like, it's him.
Yeah.
Because you just have so much incredible stuff.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Next level. So definitely let's get into that.
Okay, sure.
However you want to jazz it up, however you want to say it. In my collection, I have 800 pieces, as you guys can see behind me. I have autographs. I have costumes. I have posters. Anything you can think of that involves horror, I got it. Okay.
Gotcha.
If you say it this time, you don't like the way it sounds, you want to do it again?
We'll do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So whenever you're ready, my microphone's on mute.
In my collection, I got a wide range of horror collectibles here. I mean, I have everything from signed posters to masks to original artwork. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I even dabble into the oddity section of it and the true crime section. The way I look at it is it's like a tree, and it branches off into different branches of of genres. They all kind of relate to horror at the end of the day, but they go off to different areas, which is just mind blowing. The amount I have over 800 pieces here. I mean, you can only see what I'm showing you right here, but I got all around the room. I got 3 rooms of collectibles here in this household.
Perfect.
Is that good? I mean, I'm just kind of spitballing.
No, it's fine because when I edit it, I can take out the pieces and put it together and move it around.
Perfect.
So you just hit the key pieces, like you said, 3 rooms, 800 pieces, autographs, this, that. I can edit it and put it together.
Make me look good. Make me look good. Make me shine. I want to shine.
I got you.
I want my 7 minutes of fame now.
I got you. I think I told you this, but I feel like I'm not sure. They'll either come to your house and film, or you would have to come to New York. But
okay.
That's a decision that'll be made later down the road.
Yeah, and either way, New York. I'm right in PA. I mean,
that's what I said.
So that's we're all both. Yeah. So.
They'll most likely probably come to you because you're not far at all.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and I got a lot of this stuff isn't, I can't take it with me, but I mean, if they brought a film crew, oh man, I can guarantee it, they would be blown away by what they saw down here. I mean, it's just like, I got other collectors that are in the field that are so impressed by the variety of what I have down here that, I mean, I've made, internet friends, I guess you could call them, over the years. And they tell me all the time, they're like, you got one of the most greatest collections I've ever seen. And some of these guys been doing it for 30 years, and I'm fairly new, 15 years, past 10 years probably really got into it hardcore. But it's it's pretty influential. It's pretty good. Yeah.
So what you just said sparked another line that I want you to say.
Okay.
So, say something along the lines of, while I've been collecting horror. Let me see how I can say this. While I've been collecting horror memorabilia for 15 years, I have people in the business who've been collecting for way longer than me, and they are impressed by my collection. Something along the lines of that. Okay.
Sure. Okay. So, I've been doing this for about 15 years. Really, the past 10 years, really gotten hardcore collecting. And I get comments from people all over the country, actually, literally worldwide, that are so impressed with my personal collection here that they comment, they email me out of the blue, they want to call. I had a couple people actually come from a couple states away, drive here to my location, to my household here, to actually see my collection in its full entirety. So I have a lot of Paramount pieces. I have a lot of influential pieces. that even collectors that have been collecting for 30 years, that are just blown away by what I have down here. And, it kind of makes everything I do worthwhile in the collecting field, because I like to showcase what I have, and I like to, let the viewers and people see just what I have, almost like a museum.
Perfect.
That work?
Yeah.
I'm just off the cuff here. I don't, I'm just trying to be professional, but at the same time, I'm trying to get my point across. I don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't even have to be professional. It's not like you're working like, yo, like.
Look at my stuff.
You know what's so crazy? We did have a collector like that. And they loved him too. They can
Oh,
just feel
okay.
your personality through the screen. You seem really chill. I'm not trying to tell you to be somebody you're not. Just to be excited about your collection. That's all.
And I'm not even trying to be honest with you. I'm not even trying to tell them what they want to hear. I'm just trying to just think, if I was watching this, what people would want to know. Yeah, you know what I mean? So.
No, it's fine. Listen, we're going to dibble and dabble with everything. Okay?
Cool. All right.
What was that? You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about that head, that human skull.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So definitely, you can start it off with, in my collection, I have some pretty bizarre things. One of them being an actual human skull. Okay.
I could actually, believe it or not, I could probably.
Computer's moving.
Yeah, I know. That's the ghost of the house. No, I'm just kidding. That's my tech guy. I actually got a guy here with us. That's there he is. That's Timmy. Yeah. He's helping me with with the microphone and stuff like that. But yeah, I could actually, just so you know, I can actually move the whole laptop to show you the actual skull if you wanted to see it on here. Yeah, I think we can, right? I think we can do that. No, he's got a nice little, laptop that's real easy to maneuver. The only thing is I'd have to carry the microphone over there. I mean, like I said, if we're doing the photos, I could, yeah, that way we could keep everything stationary here. Okay. Yeah, let me know, because I don't want to, because I know you're editing this. I want to make sure you got the same type of view. Is that, I think that, a little bit more. Right there is good. Okay.
Yep, you were fine. So definitely get into the head. My collection is already bizarre. But
Yeah.
one of the most bizarre things in my collection is an actual human skull that I got from a neurosurgeon. And then you just go into that. But I just need you to open it, something like that. Okay?
How long do you want me to elaborate on that whole?
You know what? Just do your thing.
All right. Okay. All right.
I gotta edit it anyway, and I'd rather have more than less.
Gotcha. You got it.
And that way I'll show pictures of the human skull while you're doing it. Do you know, like, the history of this person? Yeah, right? Or no?
Where I got it from?
The skull.
Oh, no, I don't. I have no clue.
No.
I have no clue.
You got it from a neurosurgeon.
Yeah, I know it's legal. I know I got it. I got paperwork with it. It's not like someone dug it up out of a grave somewhere.
You can mention that too.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be long with it.
Yeah.
In my collection, one of the most bizarre things I have is an actual human skull. I actually got it from a neurosurgeon. And I didn't dig it up.
Okay.
It came with papers. You
Yeah.
can be charismatic like
Okay.
that. It came with legal papers, so we ain't in trouble here.
I like that. I should have you doing the interview thing.
I've been producing for so long. I just know the charismatic that you're looking for. But like I said, you can give me something like that. If you mess up, you want to do the line again, you're not comfortable with it, just pause.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where you pause, and then just start back from the top.
Okay.
All right.
Let's try it. So, in my collection, I also have a wide variety of oddities. And one of the oddest things I have in this collection is, I'm kind of a little bit embarrassed to say, but I'll say it anyway. I have an actual human skull. It's a very odd piece. It's all legit, guys. I actually bought it from a neurosurgeon. That it was a piece in his office that when he retired, I ended up purchasing it off of him, and he sent me paperwork and everything on it. I'm not out there digging up graves, just so you know, but it is a very nice piece. I have it displayed respectfully in a antique glass enclosure, and the funny thing is that I have friends come over to the house here, and that's the first thing that people gravitate to. They see a skull, and they are just terrified of it. They just can't believe. They said, I hope one day I don't end up in someone's house like this, like, sitting there as a skull in somebody's basement. So but all kidding aside, it's a very nice piece. It's very rare, and it's very old, and it's an odd piece, but it goes with my whole genre down here. It goes with the collection, and it just fits in perfectly.
Perfect.
You like that? It was all right.
Yeah.
I threw a little comic relief in there.
Yeah, it was fine. It was perfect. I didn't have a problem with it. Not at all. Okay, we talked about that. Those are my notes. We did that.
And I'll send you some photos of that too. I think I
Yeah,
gave you a
just
couple
send me
angles.
one.
You
Yeah,
want,
just
yeah.
send me one. You can probably send me another one from a different angle.
Mhm.
That's fine.
I'll send you one with the actual light. There's a light inside there. I'll turn the light on so you can see, get a better view of it.
That's cool. Yeah, you can send me a picture of you. Actually, I'll give you like a list of the pictures that I need, but definitely a picture of you standing in front of your memorabilia.
Okay.
Maybe a picture of you holding the skull, and then a picture.
I won't touch it. Be honest with you, it creeps me out. I'm not touching that thing. Yeah. It's in there. It's kind of where it's at.
Let me see. Life size have take autograph.
True crime. You want to talk about that a little bit, or
Which one?
the true crime, the serial killer stuff?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to see. I don't want to miss anything from the horror. I mean, we can always come back.
Well, whatever you think. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You're the.
I think right now we kind of touched on the horror. I feel like if I need to come back, I will probably at the end. Let's dig into the true crime.
Okay.
Now, I didn't really get to look at all the YouTube videos, but I do know that you have something of Jeffrey Dahmer, the hand signed envelope.
Yes.
Definitely that. I want you to talk about that. Now I don't know a lot of these true crime, people. But
sure.
Definitely mention them anyway.
Okay.
Mention them anyway because my boss is huge true crime.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he watches a lot of like the shows and stuff like that.
So that's a score. That's great.
But like when I mentioned John Gacy,
yeah.
They went insane about those paintings that you got.
Okay.
So definitely mention him and Jeffrey Dahmer on the top.
Okay.
And then any other things that you have, any other signed pieces that you have, any other rare, cool pieces that you have, not horror, true crime wise, just
sure.
talk about it. And I'll give you this link to just talk.
Okay. Well, what I would like to do, T, is if you don't mind, I have in the other room a couple of John Wayne Gacy paintings. They're small. That I can hold one. Excuse me. You mind if I grab them? That way I can kind of set them up. I mean, they're not framed or anything. They're just right. Yeah. I'm just going to grab it out of the other room and bring it right in.
No problem. Right ahead.
Actually, have it locked up in a big safe, stand-up safe, because they're like $5 grand, $6 grand a piece. So I kind of got them locked away. Yeah. So I'll be right back.
No problem. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. I should have been more prepared here.
I know, it was my fault. I didn't tell you. So it doesn't matter. Anything you want to grab right now, you can grab. No big deal. If you have anything else that we didn't discuss that you want to grab, go ahead and grab.
Okay, let me see.
Anything else, totally fine. Even if you don't grab it, if you mention it, I'll just show the picture.
Okay. All right, this is fine right now, and then
You ready?
I might yeah, I'm just going to show you these, and then I'll send you pictures of the other ones. These are cool because they're not framed yet, so I can authentic. I could show you the back where he signed it on the back, and you could tell they look vintage and all that, so they're pretty cool.
So definitely, we can start this one off with, because I'm going to transition. So, say something like, getting into my true crime memorabilia. I have an original painting in this going.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, definitely say now getting into my true crime.
To separate it.
Right, that way when I edit it, it'll just slide right in.
You got it. Cool. All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, so now I like to get into the true crime part of my collection. It's similar to the horror, but it is kind of off on its own in a separate type of realm, if you will. But yeah, I have some of the most influential pieces in true crime. As a matter of fact, in some aspects, I think my true crime outshines my horror. I kind of came through with horror, but the true crime over the past couple years has really grown. I have some very good pieces. I got pieces from all the big name serial killers. I have John Wayne Gacy. I have Ted Bundy. I have Jeffrey Dahmer. I have a very influential Paramount piece. I have an actual Edward Gein signature. He's the one that actually all the horror movies were based off of him, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and a few others. And they were actually based off of his story, Norman Bates type of deal. But anyway, I do like to show you while I have them right in front of me. I had to actually get them out of my stand-up locked safe that I have. I have a couple authentic John Wayne Gacy paintings here. Right here on the table here, I'd like to show you. So I'm going to hold up the first one here. Sorry. I have, this is called Patches the Clown. It depicts John Wayne Gacy's alter ego, which is Patches, and the other one is named Pogo. And you could see this is an oil painting. He signed it. Let me see if I can. He signed it on the bottom right-hand corner.
I need you to give out a mic. So you can do it while you sit down, because remember, I'm going to edit it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so definitely just go back and say, John Gacy actually signed this.
Okay.
If I'm showing a picture, they don't have to, they're going to be like, what does he want me to see?
Right, and you're probably going to show a picture anyway.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to show a picture. So just say he actually signed it, and then when you send me a picture, you'll probably send me a picture of the corner that he signed it.
Gotcha.
All right, so go ahead.
So here's the Patches the Clown oil painting by John Wayne Gacy. And you can see down the bottom right-hand corner it's signed. And then also on the back of this piece, he signed Patches the Clown with his signature John W. Gacy. And it's oil 698-30. That's one of the pieces there. And then I want to show you this one here. This is called a Skull Clown. It's another one of John Wayne Gacy's famous, well-known oil paintings that he did while he was on death row, waiting for execution. Like I said, it's named, the title of it is Skull Clown. He signed it on the bottom corner, which he typically does with his art, and he also has a serial number on the back. Like I said, these paintings, when he was selling them in prison, were anywhere from $50 to $100 a piece. Now they range anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 to $12,000. $2,000 being the lower end. That's basically if someone's trying to get rid of one to make some money quickly, and they don't last in the seller's market. They pretty much sell as soon as they go up. I also have two other John Wayne Gacy pieces that are framed. They're currently hanging on my wall over here, out of the camera view. But I have a Goodbye Pogo, and that's another clown painting that he did. And he did a regular Hello Pogo, which is him waving, and this is the goodbye. He's waving goodbye. He did this because he did a few of these paintings before his execution. He was basically saying goodbye to his fans, if you can believe it or not. This sicko had fans. Then the other John Wayne Gacy painting I have is called a Death Wish. It depicts a skull with a reaper type of weapon, going through the skull head. The odd thing about this piece is he only painted 34 of them. He was charged with murdering 33 people, so he painted one of these paintings for each one of his victims. In my opinion, this piece is one of the most rarest John Wayne Gacy's on the market because there's so little of them ever done by him. 34, number 34, he actually considered himself a victim because he was being executed. So in this psycho's mind, he justified doing this and considered himself a victim. So that's what I like to do with the true crime. I like to try and climb in the heads of these individuals and figure out what made them tick. I like to try and, and if I have a piece of artwork or a signature, something that they did, it just makes me eager to review their case history. I will look at documentaries. I will any Hollywood movies, anything like that, I will kind of gravitate to. It really fascinates me. So I continue to collect true crime memorabilia, and I know it's a very rare type of collecting, but there is an industry for it, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
That was perfect.
That worked. That nail it.
Now, and you have an iPhone, right?
No.
Oh, why did I think, oh, why did I think I confused with someone else? My bad.
It's cool.
I think that was good. I like how you listed them. You said John Gacy, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, Edward Dean.
I said some of the bigger names, yeah.
No, that was good though. So when you're saying them, I can have those pictures rolled. So
Oh, sweet. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, I love lists. I love lists. Let me see.
As long as they know that, I got more than what I'm just talking about. I mean,
No,
I
they
got,
know.
okay,
They
all right.
Trust me, they know. They know that you as a collector, you aren't able to put everything into 2-minute video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When I edit it, they just want the video to just hit the nuggets, like the big stuff. And then when you actually do the interview, that's when you can dive into the more other pieces that you have and things like that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
know that.
Okay.
Actually, the host of the show, his name is Michele. He's actually a collector himself.
Okay. What does he collect? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I don't know what he collects, but I know he collects a lot of stuff actually. I know one of the things he collects is female purses. He collects cars. And it's like a few different things that he actually collects.
Okay.
He collects himself, so he gets it.
So he understands, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's a collector. He knows. So even when we're editing the video, he's like, I want the main things at the top,
Gotcha, yeah.
Press play. He's like, I want to know. Like, he's that excited. That's why when you were doing the lists are perfect. I want you to keep doing the list because that works.
Cool.
I feel like we're almost done here.
Okay.
Did we talk about your horror action figures?
No, I don't think so. Not really. No.
That's what you were standing behind in that picture, right?
Yeah.
Just give me like maybe 1 or 2 sentences about that.
Okay.
So that I could possibly. Oh, you know what? What I'll do is when I edit it, I'll connect it to you talking about the things in your horror stash when you
Okay.
were listing those. So just say, I also have over 100. That's all I need you to say. I also have over 100 horror action figures.
That's all you need me to say.
Yeah. Do you have any like notable ones? I'm pretty sure.
I do, but I don't want to spend time talking about them. You know.
Not that deep, right? All right. So just say that line for me. I also have in my collection. I also have over 100 horror action figures. That's it. And then
You want me to add in some are very rare and hard to find, something like that, or no?
Now, no, if you do say that, you have to list like 2 or 3.
Let me
You
think.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're gonna say they're rare, they're like, well, what's the rare one?
Okay, I could off the top of my head list a couple of them.
You can just do 2 or 3, or if not, you can just say in my collection I have over 100 action figures, and then I'll add horror action figures. Then I'll just show a picture of the action figures.
Let's do. You know what? I like that idea because then it leads more to like what's he have type of deal. It leaves more to the imagination. Okay, yeah, let's do it like that.
Yeah, so just give me that line. Well, you have to say it because I'm connected. So all you have to say is, in my horror collection, I also have over 100 horror action figures. Boom.
Boom, gotcha.
All
Okay,
right,
you
whenever
got it.
you're ready.
In my horror collection, I also have over 100 horror action figures and memorabilia.
Perfect.
And memorabilia, I threw that in by mistake. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'll probably put that at the end, so it works.
Okay. All right.
Let me tell you, I make videos work. Okay.
Good. I got the right representative. Then is what I'm thinking.
Yes, you do. I'm just going through my notes just to make sure we didn't forget anything life size heads. We talked about that. I seen in the picture you had like an autographed Chucky knife and also like an autograph. I think it was the Freddy Krueger here.
Yeah, they're very influential pieces too. Yeah.
So we're gonna add that right to the top of what you just. So right before the horror
Okay.
action figures, we're gonna talk about that. So can you also say I had? So start it off with I had.
Okay.
Okay. I have.
Do you want me to talk about the Chucky too with it? So do the glove and then go into the Chucky too?
Yeah, however you
Okay.
But you Chucky first or the hand first, it doesn't matter. I can edit it.
Okay.
But just say, I have a Chucky hand that was autographed from blah blah blah, and I also have, you can get excited about that Freddy Krueger hand.
That's dope. Yeah, that's a nice piece. Yeah.
So definitely, yeah, whichever one you say first, it doesn't matter, but definitely get excited about that hand because that's next level.
Okay. All right.
All right. So whenever you're ready.
So I also have a Chucky, a life-size Chucky doll that is custom made, along with a autograph by Brad Dourif. He's the voice of Chucky on the movie Child's Play. It's I bought it from another collector. It has been PSA DNA verified. He signed a kitchen knife, and which is displayed. Also, I really want to share this with you guys. I have a Freddy Krueger razor glove. Basically, it's the glove. It was the weapon of Freddy's choice in all the movies. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's autographed and signed by both Robert Englund and Heather Lincolnkamp. She is she portrayed Nancy in the original movie. It's very hard to get both of those signatures on one piece of memorabilia, and I have it. And I also have photos of both the actors holding the actual piece in question. So it's one of my favorite pieces in the collection. I have it in a glass enclosure case.
Good. I honestly think we're good. I just need one last thing from you. Ooh, there's so many pictures here that I need.
Yeah. I don't know how you're going to do a 2 minute because I tend to run on like with what I'm talking. I get carried away, and so hopefully you can chop it up. Yeah, I like talking about it.
Yeah, if you were mute, I'd be like, well, I mean, does he love his collection?
Like, what's he doing? Yeah.
where I had to Skype a person again.
Oh wow, yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
And if I do have to Skype you again, I probably won't have to, but if I do, it'll probably be my bosses. They're probably like, T, tell him to say this, you know?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, and I got my technical guy here that
Right.
helped me out today. So yeah, whenever.
Technical guy.
Yeah, my tech guy. See, I'm official. I'm professional.
Yeah, okay, so last thing I need you to say something like just a charismatic closing line for the video. Trying to see what I can say. Something like, man, my collection is out of this world. And I hope to something like my collection is out of this world, and I won't stop collecting horror memorabilia and true crime memorabilia to the day I die. Something along the lines of that. Like,
What let me ask you something. What so whatever you put together in this 2-minute video that they're going to see, this is what I thought of earlier, and maybe you can help me kind of put this in words. And I was talking about my buddy, my tech guy here about earlier. I basically said if I don't get a chance to be on this show or whatever, just getting this far is really like a stepping stone for me anyway. But at the same time, if nothing comes of it, I'm not going to quit collecting. It's for me. It's a hobby, and I really enjoy it. So I'm going to keep doing it, regardless of whatever. So I don't know. I mean, it shows the passion behind it. I don't know how really to formulate that into something. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't want to.
Not even as you can see, collecting horror memorabilia and true crime memorabilia is my passion. I eat, sleep, and breathe it.
It's my lifestyle.
This
Yeah.
is where I'm most happy.
Gotcha.
This is where this collecting horror and true crime memorabilia is what makes me happy. Point blank, period.
Gotcha. Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, I like that. I can kind of put my own little. Yeah.
You can be very adamant about it. You can just start off with that. Collecting horror and true crime memorabilia is my passion.
Gotcha.
I eat, sleep, and breathe it. And I won't stop no time soon.
Gotcha.
Something like that.
Gotcha.
Like I said, if you mess up, you want to do it again, do your thing.
All right.
All right? A lot of charismatic, whatever. Go ahead.
Collecting horror and true crime is my passion. I just absolutely love it. I mean, I've gotten so deep into it over the years that I'm hooked on it. It's I eat, sleep, horror. Let's try again. I'm sorry.
No, that was good.
Nah, can we try it again?
I said eat, sleep, breathe, but I
Yeah.
that's fine. Whatever you want to say.
I'm just going to say it's
It doesn't have to be as scripted as I just said.
Gotcha. Let's try it again.
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
So, collecting horror and true crime is my true passion. It's the only thing that like I really gravitated to as far as collecting. Some people collect baseball cards, some people collect other stuff. Horror is my thing. It's a lifestyle for me, and I love doing it, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Perfect. That last piece was perfect. It's a lifestyle for me. Perfect.
You like it? Yeah, all right. It worked. I like it. If you like it, I like it. If you No, that's fine with me. If you think it's good, I try. I stutter. My mouth sometimes works faster than my brain does, so I kind of. Yeah, I watch myself on YouTube at times, and I say words. Can adding sentences together, and I say a lot, and I say different things. And I notice it after I watch myself on video, and it gets to me a little bit. But as long as you like it, it's not public speaking, but I try and get my point across, and I link sentences and paragraphs together by saying, you know, or
Yeah.
yeah, you hear me, you know, you feel me, you know.
No, it's cool. I'll make it sharp. It's no problem.
Yeah, you'll hook it up. I have faith in you.
Of course. So definitely, I'm gonna shoot you a text of the pictures that I need. What is that? Freddy Krueger, Jason, Barbara the Haunted, picture of the doll, autograph books, life-size bust, any autographs, Tim Curry Rob. Okay, so I'll send you a picture of this list that I have.
Okay.
Um,
Can you email to me rather than text message? My
Yeah.
email, it's easier for me because I got everything saved in my documents on my
no problem.
laptop.
I'll just shoot it to you. Let me try to see. And if I have a question like on a certain picture, I don't know what it is, I'll just ask you.
Yeah, just run it by me. Yeah, no problem.
So I'll shoot you the email within like the next 10-15 minutes.
Cool. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. This was amazing.
Are we done already? I was having so much fun.
I know. Listen, we are about to get into a long weekend, and I am so excited.
Enjoy yourself. Yeah.
I need it. I need a break.
Me too. You and me both.
Yeah, I'm actually coming your way for Labor Day. I have family in PA.
Really? What part?
I never know.
Is it by Philadelphia at all? Is it near?
I think it's by Philadelphia.
Okay. Well, I'm in Delaware County area. We call it Delco here. It's kind of like our little.
So it's probably far.
Yeah.
It's probably far, but it's the same thing.
Well, hey, if you're up in the area, just I'll give you my address. You come, check out before everyone else does. I'll give you the VIP pass. I got you.
That would be so freaking cool, man.
Oh yeah.
That would be so cool. But definitely, you and I'll shoot you an email with the list of pictures. If I have any other questions, like throughout the week or the weekend, definitely I will get in contact.
Yeah, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to help.
Okay, perfect. And definitely, if you know any other collectors who collect other things outside of horror, definitely let me know about it as well, because that'll help.
Okay, none as good as me. Just so you know, I'm the best out there.
Of course. All right. Okay, Casey. Thanks again, and I'll shoot you that email.
All right. Thank you, T.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye now. You still recording?
Oh yeah. I didn't hang up on that.
All
I wanted
right.
to get the after audio.
How'd I do? Did I do all right?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
No.
I'm sweating bullets. My hands are freaking.
It's only because it's nerves. You never did it before. You never met this person before, and you have to talk about something you're passionate about. And literally in your head, you're thinking, well, how the hell can I compress that down to what they need?
Yeah, to 2 minutes.
Everybody always stumbles and stuff like that. What she's going to do is, for everything you said, did you ever watch like a car show where they're ripping apart a car?
Right.
You always see where they're sitting in a chair. All right, they're not working. They're sitting in a chair and they're giving an interview, and then they show you a shot of them doing the work, and you hear him still talking about it over it, and then they go to an active shot of them working on the car.
That's how they do it. They
That's
mesh it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But their interviews are done live. So when she said come to New York, that would have been where she would have filmed your thing, whatever. And while you're sitting in front of something talking, it would have been a shot of you sitting in a New York TV studio all decked out with something. Could be like me under a light, like I'm doing right now. And you're giving an interview on it, and then they show it again in your house and do like a creepy shot of it or something like that.
Right. Because I know in the show, they're going to, even if there was a spot on a show, they're going to condense it down because they'll probably have like 3 or 4 people in one show, in one episode. So I'll probably, it would probably only be maybe like a 10-15 minute spot on a show, and they would have to condense it on there as well. That's why I told her, I'm like, my collection's not mobile, and she's like, yeah, we would probably end up coming. And I'm like, okay, well, you heard it, you were here.
They can ask a TV guy to come get those shots because when it gets back to the video editing, that's where they can put music on it on low level, go frame in frame and show shots. Stuff. That's what she was saying with the editing. She literally, I just realized something. What she just asked you for is the same thing that we can do on YouTube. She was asking for a specific amount of shots, pictures, videos, you to say certain phrases, and then they go back, and when she said,
it's like a voiceover,
she'll cut them out, she'll put your voice over it while you're showing it, or whatever, and that'll be after they get the video that plays. They'll show you, in the interview, Gacy things. Yes, I have a pogo. It's whatever like that.
They'll
The
show a
video,
picture
they'll
of it.
show it.
Yeah.
And that'll be the cameraman when he comes, but it'll be your dub that you had in the meeting over it. They won't have you talk about it right there live. It'll be you talking about
Is that how they would do the show? They wouldn't.
That's
See,
why
I'm
she said
thinking.
if you weren't correct, we could always do it over again. Because what you that's what I was trying to tell you. What you're doing right now is the show. What they would send a crew for is to video it. They're not going to send someone to video it you talk on camera. They're just going to.
That's what I thought they would do, but they get the okay.
Half is going to be done through the interview based on the audio. They're going to link that audio. You won't see the camera and what went on today, but your audio is going to be on it. The camera crew when they come out, they're going to video.
I didn't even pick up on that. Like I just thought they were going to do for just to get the word out to the producer. But I didn't realize.
Sell it to the producer,
right?
And then when they clear it, they put a stamp on it, and they hire a crew or you guys.
And they could essentially just come out, film, do like a tour, but they're going to not use. They'll use the audio from like that, I guess.
And then they'll have a list. Okay, where's these? Where are the Gacy's? The action figures. Okay, we know what room they're in. What do you want to start with first? And they'll go and they'll pan on your whatever and stuff. And I don't know, they might have you talk live right there, about it. If that's the case, they'll give you a lapel.
Right.
You'll have a mic on it. If not, you'll probably hear some of your interview audio thrown in. That's why she was trying to make it clean and stuff like that.
Right, right.
In a sense, she's going to make a dating video out of what just happened today. And she's going to send it to them. And they're going to probably about 200 some people.
And they'll make a choice if that's going to be one of the ones that make the cut.
They'll say, okay, this guy, this. We'll narrow it down. Okay, there's 5.
Because she did say she wanted to separate the horror from the true crime. Because I kept in my mind wanting to, talking about the horror, interject the true crime. But I had to remember she said to keep it separate for a while until she went on to that.
You
so.
could have also dived into the fact and said most of the horror stuff that I collect is based upon the true crime, the real stuff.
I know.
And that's how you could have bled it in.
I know, and it's shit like that I think of after the fact, and I'm like, oh man, I should have said that. I should have said that.
The camera comes back, or you talk about it.
It's a note,
You don't get horror without that shit.
That's how you get it. Yeah, it's where it derives from. It's the the essence of it.
Most of the creepy, stalking, murdering, serial things
are like true stories. Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. But then you have copycats and people throughout life that have been, whatever, and art imitates life, or life imitates art.
Truth is stranger than fiction. You know what I mean?